Alright guys, today we'll review two portfolios. We have a couple of projects that we'll look into, and I'm gonna roast them and I'm gonna review them and I'm gonna give them some advice towards improving whatever they have. This is gonna be extremely entertaining for you, and especially, at least I hope, it's gonna be educational. I hope you'll learn a few things and then you will implement these ideas and tips into your own portfolio, and hopefully this is gonna get you hired. These two guys sent me their projects via email and one of them via LinkedIn. One of them actually requested me to make a video about this, and I'm gonna do it, and another one just sent them to me. Maybe I'm gonna help him get a job. So obviously I'm not a recruiter, I'm a professional coding roaster, and I'm gonna get right into it. This is the first project from the first guy who sent me the project via LinkedIn. The first that I want to talk about is the fact that he is hosting his websites on Heroku, and this is really bad, and I'm gonna tell you why. Heroku has this thing where they put the servers to sleep. That means that from time to time your website is going to be down for a minute, especially if nobody goes on that website. And if you send these links to a recruiter or to a hiring manager, they will think that your websites are not working because nothing shows up, right? And you don't really have a lot of time to convince someone. And you know, if you have the situation where someone has to wait for your project to pop up, you'll just miss out on opportunities. So use something else, maybe use Vercel, or if you want to use Heroku for whatever reason, just pay for the pro version, which is gonna make sure that your projects are always awake. But now, if we just look at this project, just at the way it looks, like it's absolutely horrible. Like there's nothing that makes me say, wow, I really want this dude to work for me. Okay, there is nothing that makes me scream, give this guy money. Okay, this is such a low effort website, all the way from the colors, from the styling. But yeah, let's just give it a shot. I need to register. I'm gonna say hello. Password 123456. Close. Never. Okay, whatever. So add a recipe. Let's see what's happening if I do that. So chicken, fried chicken. Choose category. I don't even have enough categories. Maybe you should let me add my own category, description, image. Like, you should at least let me upload my own image instead of asking me to give you an image URL, because that makes me have to go to a different service to upload my image. You don't even tell me which service to use, number of serves or servings probably, prep time in minutes. I don't know. Again, this is nothing interesting. Okay, very basic, very low effort type of application made in 2021, which is 4 years ago. Yeah, there is no hope for this one. Okay, this is another application from the same guy, the typical e-commerce clone or website, app, whatever. So we have sneakers, men's sneakers. The styling is absolutely horrible. It's better than the previous one, but it looks so basic. It's not even like, this text is not even centered here properly. Does he have like a mobile version? At least that. Okay, anyway. So let's see. Let's go to sneakers, all sneakers. Okay, at least we have some variety in sneakers. Let's click on this one. Size 9, 11, quantity. What's this supposed to do? Oh, maybe I should have like a plus sign here, a minus sign. These buttons are not even the same size. Add to bag. Why would I want to continue shopping from here? Okay, it sends me back. Anyway, interesting solution. Let's go back one. I need to click update. Okay, fair enough. Okay, go to checkout. Whatever. Very basic. This is better than the first one, so I'm not gonna lie and say that it's not better, but it's still at least not up to my standards. If you ever want to make a website like this, just go on, I don't know, the biggest, you know, e-commerce shop that you know. For example, in Europe we have Zalando, so you can go to sport, for example, or like, I don't know, let's say sport shoes, and just see what they have and try to implement the same thing as well. Okay, you don't have to come up with anything from scratch, but literally just spending more time building out, the same features as a big e-commerce store, that will just put you ahead of the curve. And what you guys need to understand is that time is so important. Okay, this dude made these projects in 2021. I assume this one is also made in 2021. Imagine if he spends like 6 months working on this website alone, how far he would be. At least buy your own domain, like you want to be a bit more professional and not just, again, low effort. Everything that we see here is low effort. Okay, and with minimum work, with minimum effort, you're gonna get minimum wage, which is what happens with most people. And if we are being completely honest, you are not putting in the effort that you could actually put. You're not really even working to the potential that you have. You have a high potential, you, the viewer, and this guy has a high potential. I can see it, he already did the hard part. But high potential doesn't mean that you'll actually reach it. To reach your true potential, you have to do a lot of work. And it's a lot of disgusting work, a lot of pushing through when you don't feel like you're gonna get anywhere, a lot of fears, a lot of doubts. That's how life is, okay? It doesn't matter if it's 2025 or 2021. It's the same bullshit all the time. And you need to learn how to conquer this, otherwise you're not gonna get anywhere. Anyway, let's go to the next guy. So this guy made 1, 2, 3, 4 applications. And this guy is actually better. So he also has an e-commerce website. What I would comment on all these websites that he made is that they look very outdated from a design point of view. So I know that you as a developer, you shouldn't care about design because that is not your job. But the way I see things, when you are a junior developer, you need to show that you are a master at everything. So design, development, user experience, everything should be on point. Everything should be as good as you can. And you have plenty of resources online nowadays. There are no excuses. You have shops from where you can buy templates. I'm not going to promote any because you can do your own research. I'm not affiliated with anyone, but there are plenty of places where you can buy templates. There are plenty of websites that you can take inspiration from and see how you can build proper user experience. There are plenty of ways to go and get feedback on your code, not just ChatGPT, but you can find mentors and stuff like that online, on LinkedIn. You don't need to be part of my program, but if you have the resources, you should definitely allocate them towards this, because this is how you show that you are invested in your career. Okay, just by building websites and making a couple of applications, it's not enough anymore, and that's cool. There has to be a differentiator between people who really want it and people who kind of want it. Anyway, so this Smooth Sale website, I think it's better than what this dude did with Sneaker Central. But again, the design is very outdated. I'm not really a fan of the e-commerce website or application. It's kind of done and dusted. Everyone did this. Then we have Gym Build. Let's have a look at this one. One thing here that I want to talk about, he also did this website. Let me just go to the main landing page. Whenever you can, try to stretch this landing page, okay? Because my approach in my mentorship program is to make you look like you have a job and you're looking for your second one, if that makes sense. So when you will put, for example, Gym Build in your resume and you say, hey, this is where I worked, or this is the app that I've built, you want to make sure that you are really building a real product. So go through building the landing page, like try to sell me into this app. Try to make me curious about this app. Okay, you can use ChatGPT to get copy. Okay, that's how it's called, copy. The text that you see on websites is called copy, which is the short from copywriting. Okay, which is sales in written format. So try to add as much copy as possible. Try to make people want to sign up. Try to make people curious about what you've built. And if you just work on that landing page, you'll be getting so many interviews. That's kind of our secret in my program, if that makes sense. And also what happens after they register is important, obviously, but try to figure out you know, what other applications like GymBuild are out there. Okay, so let's say I know there is one called Trainerize, right? Trainerize, this one. Okay, so this is what he's copying, and as you can see, this app or this landing page looks more legit than this one. Your job is to make yourself as legit as possible, and you see, this looks more interesting. This has a USP, #1 coaching app to better engage your clients, take your coaching online, blah, blah, blah. You see, this is the copy, and all of you can do something like this, okay? You can get started with this, you can download it, maybe even pay for a month, see what kind of features they have, document them in a Google Doc or a Trello, and start building it, okay? So let's see, guest access, client, let's see what we have here. Everything shared by the coach. Okay, progress. Can I track my progress somehow? I don't see that. Forum. Yeah, again, this application has a lot of potential, but it's not finished. It's like finished, it's like kind of done products. You need to start thinking like, how can I make this a fully working product, and how can I even try to make money out of it? That's how I would do it. If I would be him, I would try to reach out to some personal trainers and ask them, how can I improve this? Okay, here's the app, use it for free, just give me some feedback because I want to improve it. If you just do that, guys, you'll be on your way to success. This has a better landing page, even though it's super short, in my opinion. So again, let's have a look. I'm not sure how to use this. I'm not sure if he's a real estate agent. So yeah, I don't really know how to use it. I don't really understand this. But hopefully, me being an idiot is not gonna take away from the application. Yeah, cool. Not much, you know, not much. Again, unfinished product. And that's what really pisses me off with new developers, that you guys are so close to being done, but you are just giving up at the end. If we have a 0 to 100% scale, everyone that is dedicated enough can get to 80%, okay? 80% of the way. But the last 20% are the hardest and the most rewarding, and the percentage which is gonna make the difference in your career, okay? And that's why I always say, work multiple months on a project. Multiple months, maybe try 6 months. If you are by yourself and you don't have someone like me that can guide you, just set a target of, now I learned my basics, I know JavaScript, I know HTML, I know CSS, I know React, I know some backend, I've been learning from my courses, I can put stuff together. Okay, now I want to focus for the next 6 to 9 months on one application, and every single day or every 3 days I want to push out a feature. If you do that, you will be so far ahead. I can 100% guarantee that to you, because that's how product development works. Like, if, let's say, you have an idea for creating a unicorn, right? How do you think you will approach it? In a similar way, you start pushing out features, then you give it to users, the users will give you feedback, and it's an iterative process that never stops, okay? Problem is with juniors, they get to a point where they cannot get any further, and they stop and they start another application. As we can see here with this dude, he has 4 applications that all of them have potential, but they are unfinished, okay? And that shows to other people that he is not yet ready to get a job. He's still in development, okay? And businesses don't want to deal with juniors, like in any industry. Like, it doesn't matter if you're a barista or a waiter or a chef in a restaurant. You never want to deal with beginners. Never, never. Nobody says, oh wow, I just want a junior to just create headaches for me. Nobody wants that, okay? And you don't have to be bitter, you just need to understand where these people are coming from, and you need to figure out how can you close the gap between where you are right now to where people want you to be. And if you close this gap and if you make it as small as possible, you will be successful. But if you are like entitled and you think that you are so good, it's just they're just being assholes to you, you will not ask yourselves the questions of how can I get better? How can I close the gap? What do I need to do to get better? Okay? Because you are entitled, and you just need to realize that you're entitled. And then when you realize you are entitled, that's when you'll start doing the work, and that's when you will figure out how to get yourself in the best position possible to become successful. And this is going to apply to you in any industry. It doesn't matter if it's web development, cybersecurity, marketing, sales, wherever you want to make money in, you'll have to ask yourself this question. Dating, for example, you want a girl that looks in a specific way. As a guy, you know what I'm talking about, and you look like this. Well, this type of girl wants a guy that dresses in a specific way. So if you want that type of girl, you need to dress in that particular way. You need to go to the gym and get in shape and do all this stuff. So you just put in work over a period of time, and then if you are smart enough and self-aware enough, you'll be closing that gap, and then at some point you will be able to get that type of girl that you want. It's as simple as that, okay? If you want me to help you learn code to get a job, there is a link in the description. Click on it, and then we'll show you exactly what we do in Developer Pro and how that is going to help you with getting that first developer job. I'm going to take care of you from the moment you jump in. I'm going to show you how to learn everything from HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React, how to build projects that make you stand out, how to actually be able to work in a team and build these complicated products. And it doesn't matter if you have zero experience or if you've been doing this for a year or two and you just can't get to that next level. You can't get interviews, you cannot pass interviews if you get any. Everything is going to be taken care of. All you have to do is do the work and put the time in. All right, peace out. Boom.